Hello everyone, I'm Tokoto, and today I'm doing an overview of the Winter Wave of 2015 for LEGO Bionicle. This was the return of Bionicle, and was the beginning of a new generation, and that generation was Generation 2. This was the first Bionicle Wave that has been out, it was the first Bionicle Wave that's been out for it was the first Bionicle Wave in 5 years. Basically, this Winter Wave was. So it was. I would say this is a pretty important wave, and I think it's one of the best waves of Bionicle ever, in my opinion. But in this wave, we had a total of 13 sets. And those 13 sets were Gali Master of Water, Anua Master of Earth, Kabaka Master of Ice, Tahu Master of Fire, Lewa Master of Jungle, Bahatu Master of Stone, Protector of Water, Protector of Earth, Protector of Ice, Protector of Fire, Protector of Jungle, and Protector of Stone, and last but not least, the Lord of Skull Spiders, which was the main villain of the Winter Wave. I'm not really going to do a storyline summary in this video. I will be doing a storyline, actually I'll just do it anyway. So basically, 6 Protectors, which the Protectors right here, they call upon the 6 Toa of their own elements. They called the Protectors called upon the Toa in the Temple of Time as they recited the prophecy of heroes that was whispered to them by Q and the Maskmakers thousands of years before the Toa arrived on the island. When the Toa, the reason why Protectors call upon the Toa from the stars is because their island was being taken over by darkness, and the Protectors, they needed help, so they couldn't fight this. They couldn't fight alone. They couldn't win this fight alone. So they called the Toa upon the stars. The Toa came down on Akodo, and the Protectors told the Toa about their destiny and how they had to go find their golden mask and awaken the kingdom of the Maskmaker, and so they did. The Protectors went with their fellow Toa across Akodo in their own regions trying to find the golden mask. In the end, they did, and the Protectors left the Toa, each of their own Toa. They told them to go to the city of the Maskmakers, and in the first time, it was basically all 6 Toa met for the first time, and they had some struggles, and then they had a huge battle with loss in the front of the city of the Maskmakers. The 6 Toa men in front of the city of the Maskmakers, and basically in the end, the Toa worked together and they defeated the Lord of Skull Spiders, and that was pretty much it for the Winter Wave storyline until the Summer Wave storyline begun. So yeah, that's pretty much a quick summary. I would say I don't think I really missed anything important. I may not talk about the legend, but you guys probably know about that, but I thought it was important to include that. So I'll just guess we'll talk about the villains a little bit. So the main the main bad guys for this Winter Wave, were the Skull Spiders, or Lord Skull Spiders. I mean, in every hero set, like every Toa set or Protector set, other than Lord Skull Spiders, and every set other than Lord Skull Spiders in this wave, we got a Skull Spider. Skull Spiders are just the little minions of Lord Skull Spiders, that's right there, and they just follow his every command as he uses the Golden Skull Spider Mask to control the Skull Spiders. So you get a Skull Spider in every set except the Lord Skull Spider sets, and then with Lord Skull Spider set, you get the Golden Skull Spider Mask. So yeah, and then with the Toa sets, the Toa come with their Golden Elemental Mask, which they're right here, and the Lord Skull Spider Mask is not a elemental mask, it's just a mask, that came with the wave, so I thought included right there. So yeah, I just want to point that out. And then, each Toa had their own Protector, and the Protectors are pretty much the guardian of each, they're the protectors of each region on Akodo. And the Toa, they were their guardians of each region on Akodo of their own element. And that's pretty much it about what, set information wise, pretty much. I'm just gonna go out pretty much my own opinion of what I thought of this wave, my thoughts on the sets, and pretty much a lot of other things also. I'm gonna talk about the Protectors first. I like the Protectors. They were a nice little thing to get. They were all $10, all the Protectors, so I thought it was a great price for them. It's like little guys, like little figures, and I thought that was really cool. Reminds me of the Tahunga or the Matoran in G1. So these kind of look like villagers, but they kind of aren't. The protectors, but the village, all the protectors wear the same mask. So they kind of, there's villagers that wear the same mask as the protectors, so they kind of are villagers too. So it's pretty cool. And all the news pieces we got is really cool also, but I'll talk about that in a couple minutes. But protectors, I like them a lot. They're pretty cool. They have some interesting weapons. I do like a lot of their weapons. Like I like Noku with his sandstone blaster, Vizuna with his air elemental flame bow, and Korga with her star drill. I like that piece. We have it was cool to see that piece again, and then Kvoda with the the turbine blaster. That's cool too. A lot of cool weapons, and I think they're very interesting. And then Narmoto with his mounted stud shooter cannon on his shoulder. That's pretty interesting also. I like the protectors. They were a nice little thing to get. I was not expecting to use. Usually just get the Toa. I mean, in G1 they did have the the Matoran and then the Hunga in their sets, but they didn't really come with any weapons unless they had like the little disc. But yeah. So I do like the protectors. They were really cool. I like the color schemes of the protectors. They fit very well with their each felling Toa, and they just kind of stick out a little bit. You know what I mean? But that's basically it about the protectors. I do like them a lot. And yeah, the Toa. Oh my! I'll say this: I absolutely love each and every one of these Toa. There's not one Toa. I especially love Bahatsu, even though he's the smallest, the shortest of all the Toa, and he has the same amount of pieces as the protectors, and he has 66 pieces. Bahatsu does. So I mean, he does well for his weapons, but I just love every single one of these Toa. They remind me of a lot. They give me a lot of nostalgia from G1. It's really cool how much references, and then they have a 2-in-1 weapon kind of feature, and I love that. I absolutely love that. I think that's something awesome. And plus the eye stock trigger. Oh my gosh, I love that feature. It brings something back from G1, but G1 didn't really have the eye stock trigger feature. So that's a plus. And then I like how the mask can go back. It can come on, and it can come off with the mask pop-out trigger. I absolutely love that. I think that's a great feature. Now sometimes the masks do come off a little easy if you just shake it around, but if you do sometimes it's kind of hard to get the mask off. But I think it works well. I like the new thing what they did with the mask, instead of just having an axle. Just have like an axle hole in their head or in their mouth, and then you just put the mask on. It has an axle in it. I think this is much better. It's a little different, and I think that's pretty unique with the mask. But each individual Toa has a great color scheme, I think. I love Ghali's weapon, and Trident weapon, and then Anu with his hammer, Kabaka with his ice spear, Tahu with his lava board, and that's a great reference to G1. As Tahu had a lava board in his Tahu Nuva form, his Toa Nuva form from 2002. I think that's really awesome. And then Liwa, his X gliders, you can fly around, and Bahatsu with his storm rings. Now we never really got Bahatsu with boomerangs, but they're really cool. I like how he looks with them. He can fly around on them. I just think every single weapon in Toa is just absolutely awesome. I love the mask. I love the designs of the mask. Now a lot of people don't really like Liwa, as I heard. I'll probably be wrong, but I just hear a lot about that. I love Liwa's mask. It looks great, I think. Because I think every Toa does well. This is great. This whole wave is great. I just love it. I just love it. That's all I gotta say. I love all these sets. The 2-in-1 weapons I think is really cool. It's something we haven't gotten before. It's a lot of new things in this wave or this Return of Bionicle that we didn't get before, and that's really unique. I think and it's something something new brought to the table, and I think that's really cool. But that's pretty much it I have to say about the Toa and the protectors. I think they all fit well their own elements. Also with the color schemes. The color schemes I think are fantastic with each of Toa and the protectors. It's just they belong in this one element. You don't get confused of which element is this in. So I think that's pretty cool. And I guess I'll talk about the lore of Skull Spiders. I mean, he's okay. I mean, we haven't, at the time it's recording, his past has not been revealed, or his backstory, or his origin. So we don't know too much about him yet, but if I did know about his origin, maybe I'll be like a little more interested with him. I mean, he's a great tech. You know, he's basically like a big Technic. You know, I would say Rahi kind of. You know, because he has like a grabbing function, pretty much like he can. You know, if he has a grabbing function, pretty much it has under his hand, but it's not the best feature, I would say. But Lost is an okay set. You know, he's probably my least favorite set out of this whole entire wave, I would say. Definitely not my favorite, but yeah, I don't have too much to say about Lost. His color scheme is pretty good. I would say, you know, the train's orange and then the black, that, you know, it's decent. But I don't have too much to say about Lost, but, you know, as the main bad guy for this wave, he's, okay. You know, it's 50-50. Kind of good, kind of not. But yeah. That's, you know, I think that's basically it for this overview. It's like, what, I think almost 11 minutes, yeah, 11 minutes long. So I'm going to wrap this up, this overview. Overall, this is a great wave in my opinion. You know, the sets, the figures, basically everything about this wave I just absolutely love. And the storyline, you know, it may be kind of simple, but I'm intrigued, and I'm excited what LEGO has stored in the future for the storyline. It could be something huge, like, you know, Stormwave storyline for 2016. I'm really excited for. But hey, you know, the future awaits. But that's basically it for this overview video. You guys, tell me what you guys think of this winter wave, or tell me what you can't speak. Tell me guys what you think of this wave in the comment section down below. Tell me what's your favorite set that came out of this wave. Was it Tahu? Was it the Lord Skull Splatters? Probably not. Or was it what was your favorite protector? Just tell me in the comment section down below. I thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, give a thumbs up or give a thumbs down. It's your decision. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.